Hi y'all, today we're making peanut butter pinwheels. First we need some peanut butter cookie dough, and what better way to get it than to go to the store and just buy some. We need one 18-ounce roll of peanut butter cookie dough. If you can find a store brand, that's great, but Pillsbury is all I've ever been able to find, in peanut butter anyway. And we're going to add a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. And the easiest way I've found to do this is just to mix it with my hands. So we want to get it mixed in there very well, and once it's mixed, then just make a little dough ball, and then we're going to divide that in half, because this has to be done in 2 batches. It's just too much dough to work with if not. Okay, now we're going to set one aside to do later. And then we're going to set the bowl aside and start on the sugar cookie batch. So we need an 18-ounce roll of sugar cookie dough. Okay, and now we're going to mix that with a 1/4 cup of unsweetened baking cocoa. And I've mixed that up very well as well. And getting that ready to cut that in half. Okay, and one's going aside for the second batch, and the other's going aside until I prepare the counter with some wax paper. And now I have patted that down to get it ready to roll out, and we're going to use another piece of wax paper to go on top of this piece of dough. The rolling pin would just stick to this dough. It would just be a big mess. You really need the wax paper. And as a matter of fact, it would be impossible to do this recipe without it. So you're going to have wax paper to do this. Now, this is how you're going to have to do it. Now, you'll see me here try to do it without holding on to the rolling pin like this. It's impossible. You have to do it like this. Now, you're going to try to do a rectangle by 12 by 6 inches. And we're going to do that for both kinds of cookie dough. Okay, here's the other cookie dough. And we need a 12 by 6 inch rectangle from both. You want them to match as closely as possible because we're going to meld them together. And there's the second sheet of wax paper. And you'll see how I'm just kind of nursing this along. It does take patience, but that is how you get closest to the size and dimensions that you want. And now I'm peeling off the top layer of wax paper, and I did that for the other cookie dough as well. And now I'm going to be lifting the other one up, there it is, and turning it over. And now I'm supporting it with my other hand. And now I'm laying it on top of this cookie dough. So now it's both cookie doughs laying together with no wax paper between them. And I'm pressing them together now, just very lightly. And now I'm peeling away the wax paper. Now there's only one piece of wax paper now, and that's the one that's under them. Now I have turned them to the side, and I'm starting to roll the pinwheel. And you do want to do it on the long side, not the short side. Remember that, that's very important. And you use the wax paper and pull it with the wax paper, pull it along with your fingers and the wax paper, and it's very simple actually. It might make you a little nervous thinking, oh, I don't know if I can do it. It's very simple. It's very easy to do. Just let the wax paper do the work. It's not hard at all. There you go. Now, and this is a delicate dough. It's very soft, so that's why I'm touching it so gingerly. I'm trying to be very careful of it. I'm just sort of patting it and tapping it. I want to make sure all these seams are kind of closed, that it's really going to stick together. And we're going to refrigerate it, but before we do, I'm going to start chopping these peanuts. It's a half a cup of peanuts, finely chopped. It is totally optional, but it gives the cookies a real finished look. It makes people go, wow, you know, you made these. It's just something extra special. So I do suggest it. I mean, if you're just making them for your kids, then no. But if you're making them for a party or something, it's definitely worth it. I would do it. But finely chopped, yes, at the beginning, but after a while, not so much. I lost my patience. But they do have peanuts on them anyway. So I'm pulling the cookie dough back over, and I'm going to roll it several times actually in the nuts, back and forth, just to be sure that that the nuts are going to stick. So here we go. Gonna kind of spread the nuts out there to be sure that it's going to be as even as possible. And see how pliable and soft that dough is. That's why we have to refrigerate it in a moment, is so that it'll be able to be cut to go on the cookie sheets to bake. You wouldn't be able to cut it with it being so soft. So now I'm picking it up by the wax paper and taking it to the refrigerator. Now it's been in the refrigerator for a little over an hour, and it's ready to be cut and put on the cookie sheets. And really, it has a nice finished look already. The peanuts really add a lot to it, make them look really special. Okay, so now it's time to cut them, and they look really nice here too. You can see they're going to turn out very nicely. Now, this is going to yield you about 60 cookies after you make the second batch, so you can see why we needed to divide it up. That's a lot of cookies. Now, they're going to bake for 8 to 10 minutes in an oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, they're going to come out a little soft, so don't let that worry you. And here's what they look like. They're really nice looking cookies. They do look special. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm having a special today. Subscribe for free. And again, thanks for watching, and you've been in the kitchen with Dinah.